I was thinking about possibly making a speech, but then I was like, that's gonna be boring. So yeah. So instead, I'm just gonna reflect, on the last 50 years, and plus I got the pictures to back it up. And so yeah, so 50 years ago. So 50 years ago, I started. I had nothing. And I started with nothing. I was butt naked, pure and innocent, but I was so ugly. And I'm sure you saw some of the pictures. As a baby, I was so ugly. So how ugly was I as a baby? And I'm asking you the question you're going to ask me. How ugly? How ugly? So I was so ugly that when I was born, the doctor slapped my mother. It's true. Like bang, bang, across the face. But how ugly was that as a baby? I'm asking you. As a baby, how ugly? So I was so ugly that one night my father came back from work and he saw me, he took me, threw me in the garbage. He stripped down and told my mother, we're starting everything from scratch. That's ugly. But how ugly? I mean, really, how ugly? Ugly? So I would be playing in the sandbox, and the cats would come and they would cover me up. Unbelievable. They still do that, by the way. Yeah. How ugly was that? How ugly was that? Yeah, 50 years ago. So, but eventually, I grew up. I made it to the army, and I was the personal chef of the colonel. I was making all the pastries, and I almost got shot. I was making all the pastries, and the captain had orders to shoot all the dessert air. Being a chef is a dangerous job. It's very dangerous. You get the long hours, you get the stress, the disease that we get as a chef. You know what the worst disease that you could get as a chef? Kitchen AIDS. Eric French is my writer. So anyway, and then being a chef is difficult. You have some crazy chef. I mean, I knew this Italian chef, and I worked for him. And he was crazy, and he was a bit of a Nazi. I mean, he was like a dictator, and he even had his special police. It was the Gazpacho. Yeah. But eventually he died. He passed away. He was kind of lonely, and one day he was here, the next day is tomato. Well, you must have heard about it. It was all in the pepper. So anyway, after the army, I made it to Paris, and I met Kim. The love of my life. And I took a week off, and we visiting all the monuments, and we're sitting and we're looking at the tower, and that's where I told her, it fell for you. So yeah, I was always cold when I was around her. She took my socks away. Or off, something like that. But we had two beautiful children, Jolie and Remy. Jolie is so smart. How smart is Jolie? Well, she rolled over dress up and put on makeup by herself just in one day. Yeah, same day. You know, and she doesn't really care for Chinese cuisine, or actually French cuisine for that matter. She likes Chinese cuisine. She's low maintenance.
Oh my God.
And Remy, I asked Remy, so Remy, what do you want to do? And he's like, well, either I want to be a lawyer or a cook. I'm like, well, you can be my sous chef. Right? So, it gets worse, it gets worse. So, but yeah, no, chef is difficult, you know. Chef, it's a tough life. You know, I mean, they talk about the disease, but yeah, I try to stay healthy, especially now that I'm 50. Keep telling me, you know, smoking is bad for you. You shouldn't be smoking. She tell me all the time. But it cures salmon. So eventually we moved here, and then we bought the Brantwoods.
Yep.
And you know, I told Kim, I say I want to spend the rest of my life trying to get off debt with you. And we're still doing that. But we have a fantastic crew here. I think we should thank the back of the house. We had a few chefs over the years. You know, we had Moise. Now we have Chef Steve, and we even had. I don't think you know that, but we even had a sushi chef for a while.
Yeah.
You know, and I told him, I say, so what's your favorite role? He told me payroll. And even Chef Steve. By the way, Chef Steve, with his team, who took care of your dinner tonight. So just yesterday, I brought some fresh herbs, you know, for Chef Steve, and he just dumped the whole thing on the floor. And, you know, we spend the rest of the day cleaning it. What a waste of time.
Wait, ba-dum-bum. You didn't do the ba-dum-bum.
And so, you know, I really enjoy, you know, cooking with Steve. And we were cutting some vegetables. And then he just say, that's it, I quit. I'm like, what happened? He say, you cut my celery.
Oh my God.
I get no respect. So then we have the front of the house too. You know, great team. Thank you. The front of the house, the servers, the bussers, everybody. So Dave and Taylor, you know, you all know them. You know, Taylor, both managers that we have doing fantastic jobs. But Taylor was telling me that he gets some crazy questions sometimes. So he was, you know, talking to this lady, and the lady asked him, she say, so do you ever serve meat that's raw? And Taylor say, yeah, it happened, but it's pretty rare. It's a two. And then Dave, you know, that does a fantastic job, but he's having some difficulty with the new technology. You know, we have those handheld now, and so he's taking the order, you know, and he's actually putting the bill together, and he's looking at the table, and he's got this gentleman, and he's like, okay, well, I see you have a little onion there on your collar, so French onion soup. He's like, little piece of saffron. You must have had the bouillabaisse. And then, oh, is that raspberry there? Oh, the chocolate fondant, of course. And then the customer burped. Oh, and a Perrier, of course. Anyway, as you can see, I have lots of friends, and I should feel. And I feel very thankful, by the way. I feel very blessed, like we say here. And but I have that friend, and he's a snail. But he think he's a frog, but he's a snail. And he bought a Telsa Series S. And the other day I'm talking to a table, and I'm seeing going by, the snail was a Telsa, the Series S, speeding, like showing off. And the people are like, "Oh, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Oh, he's a S car go." Okay, we'll have to revisit that one. But well, thanks to you, we made a very successful restaurant, and I am forever, at least for the next 50 years to come too, grateful for your friendship and what you brought to this place and keeping all us on our toes. It could have worked worse. We could have, who knows, with everything that's been going on, we could have gone bankrupt. The good news is that I have a lot of practice with pen handling.
Ba-dum-bum.
So that's it, that's my time. I only do that every 50 years, so you're fine. Thank you. Hopefully I didn't lose too many customers tonight. But I want to thank Kim.